scary stories to tell in the dark. The first chapter. The first story, The Walk. My uncle was walking down a lonely dirt road one day. He came upon a man who was also walking down that road. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at that man. The man was scared of my uncle, and my uncle was scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and it began to get dark. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was very scared of my uncle, and my uncle was very scared of that man. came to a big woods. It was getting dark. And the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was really scared of my uncle, and my uncle was really scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and deep down into the woods they went. It was getting darker. And the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man.
Just jumped in my pool, tried to do a backflip, but it didn't work. Just my luck. Just jumped in the pool, tried to do a front flip, broke my neck, now I'm a ghost. What the heck? Sliding through all the lands, I wanna haunt your little plants. I'm in the pool, I'm in the air, you'll never see me, I'm not there. At least not in the real world, not in the real world. I am a ghost, I broke my neck, what the heck? If you see me, you might be scared. My head is sideways, cause I broke my neck. But don't be alarmed, I'm a friendly ghost. I just don't look as cute as Casper. I can do all the things that other ghosts can't do. I can even do a front flip, I've been practicing it. I am dead forever, I am dead forever. But that doesn't mean that I can't have fun. Riding my bike down the street, my feet go through pedals and I can't speak. Crash into my car, it's a ghost car, you can't see it either. I wish you could, cause it's got blue on the rims, pink neon lights on the front, big leather seats cause I don't kill cows. And to be frank, no one should. So many ghost cows in your fridge, don't kill cows, take care of them. So many ghost cows in your fridge, don't kill them, take care of them, yeah. If you see me, you might be scared. My head is sideways because I broke my neck. But don't be alarmed, I'm a friendly ghost. I just don't look as cute as Casper. I can do all the things that other ghosts can't do. I can even do a front flip, I've been practicing it. I am dead forever, I am dead forever. But that doesn't mean that I can't have fun.
The man was terrible scared of my uncle, and my uncle was terrible scared of... Ah! Story 2. What do you come for? She said, "Oh, I wish I had some company." No sooner had she spoken than down the chimney tumbled 2 feet from which the flesh had rotted. The old woman's eyes bulged with terror. The 2 legs dropped to the hearth and attached themselves to the feet. Then a body tumbled down, and then 2 arms and a man's head. As the old woman watched, the parts came together into a great gangling man. The man danced around and around the room. Faster and faster he went. Then he stopped and looked into her eyes. "What do you come for?" she asked in a small voice that shivered and shook. What do I come for, he said. I come for you. Me tie, do tie, walker. There was a haunted house where every night a bloody head fell down the chimney. At least that's what people said, so nobody would stay there overnight. Then a rich man offered $200 to whoever would do it, and this boy said he would try if he could have his dog with him, so it was all settled. The very next night, the boy went to the house with his dog. To make it more cheerful, he started a fire in the fireplace. Then he sat in the front of the fire and waited, and his dog waited with him. For a while, nothing happened, but a little after midnight, he heard someone singing softly and sadly off in the woods. The singing sounded something like this. Me, sigh, go, sigh, walker. It's just somebody singing, the boy told himself, but he was frightened. Then his dog answered the song, softly and sadly it sang. When chicken, chicali, molly, dingo, dingo. The boy could not believe his ears. His dog had never uttered a word before. Then 3 minutes later he heard the singing again. Now it was closer and louder, but the words were the same. Me, tie, do, tie, walker. This time the boy tried to stop his dog from answering. He was afraid that whoever was singing would hear it and would come after them. But his dog paid no attention, and again it sang, Lynchy kinchy, collie molly, dingo dingo. A half hour later the boy heard the singing again. Now it was in the backyard, and the song was the same. Me, tie, go, tie, walker. Again the boy tried to keep his dog quiet, but the dog sang out louder than ever. Lynchy kinchy, collie molly, dingo dingo. Soon the boy heard the singing again now, but coming down the chimney.
Doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, or you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I own a watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. I've been up for 2 whole days, thinking what I did to keep you going. Thumbing through the voicemails that you left me, telling me where I went wrong. I'll admit I'm sorry when I feel I'm truly sorry. Things change, people change, feelings change too. Never thought the circumstances would have changed you. You said you never traded, no.
Yeah, you said that.
And I believed you when they told me don't.
Yeah, I thought you meant that.
Well, either way, you're still invited, and I can't even lie to you. Swear these days, all you say is come and see me for once. come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Oh.
Y'all never come to me. Y'all never come to me. Why you gotta start, girl? Why you gotta start? I know we make time for the things that we want. I know you got another nigga tryna play the part. Just cause he got a heart, don't mean he got a heart. Could be standing in the field and he still ain't in the field. If anything should change, then I thought we had a deal. Lately you keep questioning what you get out the deal. Doing things to make me feel the way I make it feel. How hard is it to let you know when I'm coming home? That way you could be prepared, maybe take a couple sick days and not miss pay. I don't even know what things are looking like inside of your place or how it's decorated. This thing is getting one-sided, I can't even lie to you right now. Yeah. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Y'all don't ever come to me. Y'all don't ever come to me. Yeah. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Y'all don't ever come to me.
Some say this rhyme doesn't mean anything, others are not so sure. There was a man who lived in Leeds. He filled his garden full of seeds, and when the seeds began to grow, it was a garden filled with snow. But when the snow began to melt, it was like a ship without a belt. And when the ship began to sail, it was like a bird without a tail. And when the bird began to fly, it was an eagle in the sky. And when the sky began to roar, it was a lion at my door. And when the door began to crack, it was like a penknife in my back. And when my back began to bleed, I was dead, dead indeed. old woman all skin and bone. There was an old woman all skin and bone who lived near the graveyard all alone. Ooh, she thought she'd go to church one day to hear the parson preach and pray.
I wanna get high with you in my room. I want it to rain. I wanna stay in bed all day. I will change my name. Counting down the weeks till you, until you come home. A miracle's gonna come save me. It's the only way. I wanna build a place in you where I can be with you. I wanna sleep until it ends. I won't make new friends.
Ooh, and when she came to the church house style, she thought she'd rest and stop a while. Ooh, when she came up to the door, she thought she'd stop and rest some more.
Every time you lie in my place, I do wanna say it to you, my babe. I won't be too late. My Jinji, don't you cry. This world
turned and looked around, she saw a corpse upon the ground. Ooh. From its nose down to its chin, the worms crawled out and the worms crawled in. Ooh. The woman to the preacher said, "Shall I look like that when I'm dead?"
Someday I wanna wear a starry crown.
Someday, I wanna lay down like God did on Sunday. Sundays, I remember 3 songs. Sundays, that way, yeah, way, that day. Someday, I wanna tell everybody. Someday, I wanna hit the red dot and everybody. Someday, smoke marijuana. Do what I wanna. I've been trying to make you love me, but everything I try just takes you further from me. Someday we gon' set it off. Someday we gon' get this off. Baby, don't you bet it all on that path of fentanyl. You might think they wrote you off. They gon' have to wrote me off. Someday the drama be gone and they'll play this song. Sometimes I take all the shine, talk like I drank all the wine. Years ahead, but way behind. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No half truths, just naked minds. Caught between space and time. This now with the word in mind, but maybe someday. I've been trying to make you love me, but everything I try just takes you further from me.
Whoa, once again I am a child. I let go of everything that I know. Yeah, of everything that I know. Yeah. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. Yeah, yeah. I put my hand on a stove to see if I still bleed. Yeah, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. Yeah, yeah. I put my hand on a stove to see if I still bleed. Yeah, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. To see if I still bleed. Yeah, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. Yeah, yeah. I put my hand on a stove to see if I still bleed. Yeah, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free.
The preacher to the woman said, "You'll look like that when you are dead."
of lightning in the sky at sundown. You've never been this wrong before. Witching all around the door. Feel me in the wind and the trees. Feel me in the wind and the trees. In all these visions, 7 little witches praying for the rainfall. Pretty little visions. In all these visions, 7 little witches praying for the rainfall. Pretty little visions.
Next chapter. He heard footsteps coming up the cellar stairs. There are ghosts in this chapter. One comes back as a real person, and the other takes revenge on her murderer. And there are other strange happenings. The thing. Ted Martin and Sam Miller were good friends. They spent a lot of time together. On this particular night, they were sitting on a fence near the post office, talking about one thing and another. There was a field of turnips across the road, and suddenly they saw something crawl out of the field and stand up. It looked like a man.
I choke in my sleep sometimes and wake up blue. I'll be alone one day, 'cause you'll leave too.
Again. It walked halfway across the road, then it turned around and went back into the field.
I woke up with my head on a basement and my feet on the jacket. It was a while. It was a long night, and the lips are like little stings, set me to wondering if there's any way, at any time, I would've tried. I held you back, but then you ran, like you never ever knew me, fall into my arms again. Like you always wanted to, you always wanted to, but you never ever knew. I woke up with my mind on a reason for why it's right to believe in you, until we're drawn into the swarm of a warm white tide. And your lips are like little stings, set me to wondering if there's any way, at any time, I would've tried. I held you back, then you ran, like you never ever knew me, fall into your arms again, like you always wanted to, you always wanted to, but you never ever knew. And now you find it's harder to see
Then it came out a
the
third time and started
future
swerving.
so clear.
By now, Ted and Sam were scared, and they started running. But when they finally stopped, they
Will
decided
it
they
always
were being foolish.
Will it always be?
They weren't sure that what had scared them, so they decided to go back and get a better look.
But then you ran, like you never ever knew me, fall into your arms again, like you always wanted to, you always wanted to, but you never ever knew.
Pretty soon they saw it, for it was coming to meet them. It was wearing black pants, a white shirt, and black suspenders.
Put my best shoes on and meet mother in the kitchen. Follow sister, stomping in plastic. Empty milk gallon graveyard, recycling rock stars, soldiers of the Lord. Stare out my window at the neighbors at night. Serpentine explanations for why I stayed at a side. Rosemary Robinson, my stars and my sun. Hannah and I in the cemetery. I'll overcome with belief that everything we would eat was good this garden grow inch by inch and row by row, row by row. Early winter morning, Bo puts on the coffee, making records in my bedroom. Tinfoil in the heat vents, get high in the basement, sing into my mouth. Perched on the counter in our shorts and our socks, share a smoke on the sofa and blow a kiss to the cops. Here, help me move the kitchen table aside. Heaven Hill in the freezer for the bag stamped beneath our eyes. Open miles wide, and all we'd seen was gold and green. Gonna make this garden grow inch by inch and row by row, row by row.
Sam said, I'm gonna go in and try and touch it. Then we'll know if it's real. He walked up to it and peered into its face. It had bright, penetrating eyes sunk deep in its head. It looked like a skeleton. One look and screamed. Again, he and Sam ran, but this time the skeleton followed them.
You're the first one of an unfinished sentence! Cut short is what under my tongue! Real stars explode! Roar long! Holy fade!
house, they stood in the doorway and watched it. It stayed out on the road for a while, then it disappeared. A year later, Ted got sick and died. Toward the end, Sam sat up with him every night. The night Ted died, Sam said he looked just like the skeleton.
Every rose I've ever held has long its eyes, and every bird flies far from home from time to time. Just like every cowboy sings a sad song when they arrive. So will you say the same thing every time? When I ask, can you love me like that? Would you hesitate or text me right back? And if you call me, I'll be there every time, girl. Yeah, I swear, just like every rose I've ever held has long and died, and every bird flies far from home from time to time. Just like every cowboy sings a sad song when they arrive. So will you say the same thing every time?
Cold as clay. A farmer had a daughter for whom he cared more than anything on the earth. She fell in love with a farmhand named Jim, but the farmer did not think Jim was good enough for his daughter. To keep them apart, he sent her to live with her uncle on the other side of the country. Soon after she left, Jim got sick, and he wasted away and died. Everyone said he died of a broken heart. The farmer felt so guilty about Jim's death. He could not tell his daughter what had happened. She continued to think about Jim and the life that they may have had together. One night, many weeks later, there was a knock on her uncle's door. When the girl opened the door, Jim was standing there. "Your father asked me to get you," he said.
I lose control of my heart. I can't keep up without losing my breath. It's been this way from the start. I need rest. Go to sleep at a decent time when I find something worth waking up for. I go to sleep at a decent time when I find something worth waking up for. Days are long and I keep checking my phone, see you haven't called at all. This is where I die. Oh, I thought I was the best part of your life. Oh, I thought I was the only one inside. Now I'm pretty sure that I was wrong.
I came on his best horse. "Is there anything wrong?" she asked. "I don't know," he said. She packed a few things and they left. She rode behind him, clinging to his waist. Soon he complained of a headache. "It aches something terrible," he told her. But she put her hand on his forehead. "Why, you are as cold as clay," she said. "I hope you're not ill."
A cold wind blows around your heart. And the sun's been out for days, but it's still dark. Have you seen the ghost in Grandpa's chair? Have you seen the ghost anywhere? And the sun's been out for days, but it's still dark. That's why we have that cold, cold wind blowing round our heart. Have you seen the ghost in Grandpa's chair? Have you seen the ghost anywhere?
And she wrapped her handkerchief around his head. They traveled so swiftly that in a few hours they reached the farm. The girl quickly dismounted and knocked on the door. Her father was startled to see her. "Didn't you send for me?" she asked. "No, I didn't," he said. She turned to Jim, but he was gone. And so was the horse. They went to the stable to look for them. The horse was there. It was covered with sweat and trembling with fear. But there was no sign of Jim. Terrified, her father told her the truth about Jim's death. Then quickly he went to see Jim's parents. They decided to open his grave. The corpse was in his coffin, but around the head they found the girl's handkerchief. The white wolf. The timber wolves around French Creek had gotten out of hand. There were so many wolves that farmers could not stop from killing their cattle and sheep. So the state put out a bounty on them. It would pay a hunter $10 for every wolf pelt he turned in. A butcher in town named Bill Williams thought that was a pretty good money. He stopped working as a butcher and started killing wolves. He was good at it. Every year he killed over 500 of them. That came to more than $5,000. It was quite a bit of money in those days. After 4 or 5 years, Bill had killed so many wolves. There were hardly any left in that area. So he retired, and he vowed never to harm another wolf because wolves had made him rich. Then one day a farmer reported a white wolf had killed 2 of his sheep. He had shot at it and hit it, but the bullets didn't have any effect. Soon that wolf was all over the countryside, killing and running, but nobody could stop it. One night it came into Bill's yard and killed his pet cow. Bill forgot about his decision to never harm another wolf. He went to town the next morning and bought a young lamb for bait. He took it out into the hills and tied it to a tree. Then he backed off about 50 yards and sat down under the tree with his gun in his hand. When Bill didn't come back, his friends started looking for him. Finally, they found the lamb. It was still tied to a tree. It against the other tree, but he was dead. His throat had been torn open. There was no sign of his struggle. His gun hadn't been fired, and there were no tracks in the soil around him. As for the white wolf, it was never seen again. There is also one about worms eating a corpse. Your corpse.
I can't remember anything like what my grandma said last week. I can't remember anything. I can't remember. You don't know how you're hurting me. You don't know how you're hurting me. The blood runs thick but sour now. I can't remember. And when I'm inspecting the palms of my hands for a flashback, I'm sweating to keep my cognizance intact. I can't remember anything. My short term's looking lost and lean. I can't remember anything. I can't Now you're hurting me. I tried to show you how, but now I can't remember. And when I'm inspecting the palms of my hands for a flashback, I'm sweating to keep my cognizance intact. The feels are pushing off of me. The feels are pushing off from me. There's crooked blanks in all the spots I can't remember. And when I'm inspecting the palms of my hands for a flashback, I'm sweating to keep my cognizance intact. It is fear and form. It's a plastic home left in the sun, just off the 101, melting. I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying.
What did you do? I was unprepared for his attack. I instinctively used the Vulcan death grip.
Don't you ever laugh at the birthday side, or you may be the next guy.
You said that everything would be okay. We could settle down in a house by the river. Well, look at us now. Woo!
They wrap you up in a big white sheet from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. All goes well for about a week. Then your coffin begins to leak. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. The worms play cynical on your smell. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose. They eat the jelly between your toes. A big green worm with rolling eyes crawls in your stomach and out your eyes. Your stomach turns a slimy green and pus pours out like whipping cream. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you eat when you're dead.
lights out, I'll be on some real shit. Get it from my OG, I don't wanna hear shit. Shorty, what you told me, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll be on my lonely, looking for the right girl. Why you all up on me? Love me for a night, girl. Hit me in the morning, yeah, I know you're tight, girl. So I'll make her blow me, Lil Peep. Look me in my eyes, girl. Tell me if you think that it's a lot, girl. Getting tired of your girl. I know I need my own girl, my girl. Look me in my eyes, girl. Tell me if you think that it's a lot, girl. I'm getting tired of your girl. I know I need my own girl. Jogging on a Friday, saw you on the freeway. How could I forget that face? I don't even know your name. I'm in love with a ghost girl, all alone in a lonely world. I just really wanna find her. I'ma do another life first.
It was a graveyard down the street, and they were talking about how scary it was. Don't ever stand on a grave after dark, one boy said. The person inside will grab you and pull you under. That's not true, one girl said. It's just a superstition. I'll give you $1 to stand on a grave, said the boy. The grave doesn't scare me, said the girl. I'll do it right now. The boy handed her his knife. Stick this knife in one of the graves. Then we'll know you were there. The graveyard was filled with shadows and was as quiet as death. There's nothing to be scared of, the girl told herself, but she was scared anyway. She picked out a grave and stood on it. Then quickly she bent over and plunged the knife into the soil. And she started to leave, but she couldn't get away. Something was holding her back. She tried a second time to leave, but she couldn't move. She was filled with terror. Something has got me, she screamed, and she fell to the ground. When she didn't come back, the others went to look for her. They found her body sprawled across the grave without realizing that she had plunged the knife through her skirt and had pinned it to the ground. It was only the knife that held her. She died of fright. A new horse. 2 farmhands shared a room. One slept at the back of the room, the other slept near the door. After a while, the only one who slept near the door began to feel very tired earlier in the day. His friend asked what was wrong. An awful thing happens every night, he said. A witch turns me into a horse and rides me all over the countryside. I'll sleep in your bed tonight, his friend said. We'll be ahead of me.
I try, but I can't wake up. My eyes seem to shake. I don't lie, I don't fake up like you, but I can't wake up.
A cold wind blows around your heart, and the sun's been The sun's been out for days, but it's still dark. That's why we have that cold, cold wind blowing round our heart. Have you seen up close in Grandpa's chair? Have you seen up close anywhere?
That was pretty good filly here, she told her husband. But I need a stronger horse. Would you like to trade? The old man looked her over and he said he would do it. So they picked out another horse the farmhand rode away. Her husband led his new horse to the barn. He took off the bridle and went to hang it up. But when he came back, the new horse was gone. Instead, there stood his wife, with horseshoes nailed to her feet.
Tell me what's up, why you acting stuck up? Got me fucked up, got me feeling real sus. Bet you think I'm dumb, and I didn't notice. Thought you was the one, now you just my old bitch. Tell me what's up, why you acting stuck up? Got me fucked up, got me feeling real sus. Bet you think I'm dumb, and I didn't notice. Thought you was the one, now you just my old bitch. Gave you all my love, and you should really know this. Gave you all my time, I should've bought a Rolex. We could've had a future together, but now that shit dead like forever. And I'm with my bros any weather, and I swear it might not get better, but I'm still holding on. Yeah, I'm still holding on, and this road goes on and on. And I don't get you. You could've had it all, but you'd rather see me fall, and you hardly ever call. So I got someone else to hold. I guess you were just a hoe, and I don't need you no more, and you don't need me no more. So go and walk out that door. Tell me what's up, why you acting stuck up? Got me fucked up, got me feeling real sus. Bet you think I'm done, and I didn't notice. Thought you was the one, now you just my old bitch. Tell me what's up, why you acting stuck up? Got me fucked up, got me feeling real sus. Bet you think I'm dumb, and I didn't notice. Thought you was the one, now you just my old bitch.
May I carry your basket? Sam Lewis spent the evening playing chess at a friend's house. It was about midnight when they finished their game and he started home. Outside it was icy cold, as quiet as the grave. As he came around a turn in the road, he was surprised to see a woman walking at him. She was carrying a basket covered with a white cloth. When he caught up to her, he looked to see who it was. And he stared at the woman. "It's her head," he cried. And he started to run. And the woman and her head began to chase him. Soon the head caught up to him. It bounded into the air and sunk its teeth into his left leg. Sam screamed with pain and ran faster, but the woman and her head stayed right behind. Soon the head leaped into the air again and again and bit into his other leg. Then they were gone.